I'm supposed to be saving for retirement, but yet I can't afford a trip to the grocery store because the groceries are through the roof, gas is through the roof, and we haven't gotten any raises. Are we going to retire?
Welcome to the Common Sense Show, and a shout out to everyone who found this channel because you realize that no one is coming to save you. We talk about personal finance, wealth, and business on this channel, how it should have been taught. Here's what we're talking about today. Americans say that they need $1.26 million to retire, but the average American has saved nowhere even close to that. Right now, 58% of workers say their retirement savings are behind, with more than a third saying that they're significantly behind. Meanwhile, 63% of retirees say that they're in a full-blown cost of living crisis. We're going to take a look today to see how people are feeling about the cost of retirement and their ability to retirement and why it's so crushing. Stay to the end because I'm going to break down the one move that matters most when it comes to retirement, depending on where you are right now. Whether you're 25 or 55, there's still a play that you can make. Let's get into it.
Retirement is the final chapter of the American dream, but the dream of the golden years is quickly turning into a fairy tale.
Retiring in America today is not easy. It is a very tall mountain to climb.
I'm not wanting to be rich. I just like to have enough to where I could be comfortable.
The United States is definitely facing a retirement crisis. If we don't do anything about it, years down the line, you're going to wind up with a lot more seniors in poverty, reliance on public services.
Others say the retirement crisis in America is a myth.
Can I be brutally honest with you all?
Always be brutally honest. It's the love language.
Our retirement math isn't mathing anymore, and that scares the crap out of me. I was sitting at our kitchen table running the numbers, and everything is going up. Health insurance, car insurance, property taxes, fuel, groceries. Everything is going up, but our retirement pay. And I realized there is a possibility we might outlive our savings, and that is scary. I also know that we are not the only ones in this situation. So if you're feeling the pinch that we are, drop a me too in the comments.
I want to hear about it myself. Yeah, drop a me too if you're watching this and you're feeling the pinch for retirement for yourself. That is scary. I can only imagine what it's like to have worked your entire life, think that you're good to retire, and then the cost of living goes so dramatically higher that you have this fear of running out of money because, frankly, it's doing the math. It looks that way. I mean, she's right to be afraid. And there are so many people out there, number one, when they save for retirement, they barely save. They don't really have everything saved for what they need for retirement and still, go ahead and retire anyway because it's time for them to step away from work, or at least that's how they perceive it. And I can only imagine what the thoughts going through a retiree's mind when they're actually looking at their bank accounts, seeing everything go up, groceries, travel expenses, utilities, 30, 40, 50%. And they have to reckon with the reality of the situation. I can only pray and hope that they actually have a home that the property tax don't get so dramatically high that they have to sell it. I mean, this is a real reality for a lot of people. Are you feeling the pinch? Let me know in the comments if you're experiencing, if you're close to retirement or in retirement, if you're feeling or thinking about retirement or planning for retirement, and you're trying to think about how long your money might last yourself.
45 years old, and I'm supposed to be saving for retirement, but yet I can't afford a trip to the grocery store. I can't fill my freezer. We have to just get the basics for each week because the groceries are through the roof, gas is through the roof, and we haven't gotten any raises. How are you Gen X mamas? How is Gen X generation even making it? Are we going to retire?
That's a great question. It is a question that everybody's asking because with the cost of everything how it is right now, it certainly doesn't seem like people are going to be able to make it. I mean, I don't know how the cost of utility. I mean, I did a video on how much utility power bills have gone up. I've done a video on dealers not being able to sell cars because people are holding on to their cars as long as they can because used cars are super expensive. Everywhere you go, the wage, the amount people are making against what life is costing right now seems untenable, especially if you're planning for retirement. It's crazy. Let me know what you're seeing in the comments. Let me know what you're hearing in the comments. I want to hear from you. I have some final thoughts. Right. So the people we just heard from are obviously hurting. right now, and they're trying to deal with the struggles when it comes to retirement. I want you to remember a couple of things. In your 20s, time is your superpower. $330 a month of savings towards retirement is about the cost of going out once a week. Instead, I want you to open an IRA, automate it, and don't touch it. In your 30s, $695 a month has to be non-negotiable. If your employer offers a 401k, max it out and take it. Not contributing to the max of your 401k is literally leaving cash on the sidewalk. You don't want to do that. If you're in your 40s like me, you still have probably just over 20 years left of compounding interest savings towards retirement to go. Max out every tax advantage retirement savings plan that you can possibly think about, because in your 50s, you're going to have to make catch-up contributions if you haven't made them in your 40s. And in your 50s, every extra dollar needs a job. It needs to be making you money all the time, 24 hours a day when you're sleeping. You need to turn your money into an engine. Every decade that you wait, your required monthly investments almost double. That's a problem. But no matter what you do, the worst thing that you can do is nothing. The second worst thing that you can do is waiting until next year when you think you're going to have more money. But hear this out. 52% of workers who haven't retired yet expect to rely on Social Security for necessary expenses. But Social Security was never actually really intended to cover most of your income. It was only intended to cover about 40%, not even close to 100% of your income. And here's the crazier part that is getting even shakier. The Committee for Responsible Fiscal Budget projects that Social Security benefits could be cut as much as 24% as early as 2032. That's $18,100 annual loss for a dual couple making retirement age in 2033. Retirement isn't a reward anymore, or at least it doesn't feel like that for a lot of people across the country. It's a privilege. Pensions are gone. Social Security is shaky. Healthcare is whatever healthcare is. And the cost of living is compounding the same way that your savings should be right now. Part of the way that you can actually mitigate this is if you have time, use it to your advantage. If you have less time, use your ability to direct and allocate your money to your advantage. Every dollar getting paid out should be doubling before it comes back to you. No one's coming to save you, but you can absolutely save yourself. If this gave you something real today, hit the like button and tell YouTube that the content matters to you, and make sure that it gets in front of more people just like you. I'm Micah. I'll see you next time.